Welcome to Kung Fu Music Lessons. Hello everyone and welcome to lesson number 1 of the Yellow Strap series. In this lesson, we're going to be learning how to play with a metronome. Are you ready? Get your guitar and let's begin. Lesson number 1, playing with a metronome. A metronome is a great tool for practicing different elements of rhythm and most of all, timing in music. We will use a metronome for all scales, arpeggios, and rhythm exercises in the Kung Fu guitar curriculum. Download a free metronome app or purchase a metronome as soon as possible. For the Yellow Strap studies, we will set the metronome to 60 beats per minute. BPM stands for beats per minute. If a metronome is set to 60 BPM, you will hear it click 60 times in exactly 1 minute, with perfectly even space in between each click. A metronome is literally measuring time with sound and space. Your objective is to be able to play with the metronome and develop great timing. Timing is being able to play exactly in time by holding a consistent tempo and speed. The metronome will never fluctuate in speed. It keeps a perfectly even and consistent tempo. Do your best to synchronize your playing to the metronome. When the metronome hits, you hit at exactly the same time. Perfectly consistent, even space in between each pick or strum. You must really tune in to the metronome and focus on it even more than your own playing. The goal for the test: you must play with the metronome and keep your tempo even and connected to the metronome at all times. All right, let's begin this lesson. So what I want you to do, we're going to go ahead and practice by doing a basic strumming exercise. Okay? So first step, I want you to take your left hand or your playing hand, your fretting hand, and mute the strings of the guitar. So you're just barely going to touch them. Very gentle, no pressure at all. If you're squeezing, you'll hear something. So just very gentle, so you get a nice muted sound. All right, and now I want you to try with your pick to strum down all 6 strings at once. Very swift, very hard. And keep the pick close to the strings. You don't want to be going too far away. Close, and we strum down all 6, keeping that muted sound. So this is the basic technique we're going to use to play with the metronome. Now you could also simply play one note if you want. We'll play a low E string. You could also practice this way. So there's 2 ways. We're going to go ahead and start with the strum. All right? So I'm going to put the metronome on 60 beats per minute. I have a fun drum machine here, and we're going to practice with that. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, so now we have our metronome set. And what we're going to try to do is, I want you to hit all 6 strings right with the metronome. Right now we're going to play quarter notes. So every beat, we're just going to strike down. And I want you to get comfortable with this. Allow your wrist to be loose, your arm is relaxed, and listen to the metronome even more than you're hearing yourself. And just connect with it. Now your tempo will not fluctuate. It will stay exactly the same every hit. So just tune in and try to hit exactly when the metronome hits. And you can notice that you could be hitting before the beat. Listen to this. You hear how I'm hitting and then you hear the metronome? Listen again. You hear that? Or you could be hitting after the beat. You hear that? So we want to hit exactly at the same moment. Right in the middle. All right? This is it. So let's just feel this out. And once you get the hang of hitting right with the metronome, it starts to feel good, and it's something that you can enjoy the feel of. All right, let's go ahead now and try just picking one individual string, as I mentioned before as well. So we're going to do quarter notes. I want you to just hit the low E string with it every time. And let the string ring out for the full beat. So here we are. when you're picking, you want to have your palm rested on the guitar. And the pick should also stay very close to the string. You don't want to strike it and come back. Keep it as close as possible to the string. And then focus on the metronome. Again, you don't want to be before or after the beat. You want to be right with it. Alright, so that is the basic introduction to playing with a metronome. Now make sure to pick up a metronome either at your local music shop or you can download a free app. Okay? Practice with a metronome, practice playing with it, and know the metronome is your drummer. It's just like your drummer, it's something to have fun with and practice your rhythm to, okay? Because we have rhythm inside of all the elements of music. So timing, groove, the tempo, and the feel. We want it to feel good. So practice with your metronome as if it is your drummer in your personal band. So thank you so much for joining me in this very first lesson of the Yellow Strap series. Again, if you would like the full curriculum to the Yellow Strap series, please email me at KungFuMusicLessons@gmail.com. So thank you so much for joining me. Have fun practicing it with a metronome, and go ahead and journey on to lesson number 2 of the series. See you in the next lesson.